A mat that actually cleans your feet before you go inside.
What?
And you know, I understand people like the decorative mats. I get the concept.
Yeah.
These are not only so cute, so easy to use, but they actually work. They're made from AstroTurf, and you're gonna get a 2-pack of them. And we have 3 colors. Do you wanna talk about the colors?
So, when you're talking about decorative, they're still gonna be very pretty. So the colors that we have available, let's do it from over here. So at the top, we have it in the evergreen. That's this color. In the middle is going to be the jute.
Yes.
And at the bottom, it's gonna be called flint. So if you need whatever your decor is of your home, we've got something that's gonna go with it. You'll get a 2-pack, so if you wanna do one in front, one in back, or if you have a very large, like a sliding door, and you wanna put them next to each other, you can have a very long one. Huge customer pick, by the way, when we're talking about this, but you're gonna get the 2-pack for $32.50 for this, or 2 flex pay are available. But when I'm saying, you get a mat.
Right.
Your idea is, don't track mud and dirt into my house.
Correct.
I don't want to mop anymore. I don't want to vacuum any extra because you've tracked it into my home.
Right.
But then we visually see it, Carrie. I see the stuff that was on
right on top of it,
and I still rub my feet on the mat.
As if that's gonna do anything. You probably made them dirtier, you know? So here, they're made out of AstroTurf, right? So these are really heavy duty. They're gonna last for years and years. And you can see here, we've got just kind of sand and stuff all over the bottom of this boot. I want you to show, just by like one simple pass, now not only do we have it all off, but I want you to see that this mat has been used 100, 200 times. And so even though it cleaned this off, look at how much was in, and it was still able to clean all of that sand off. And so you can see that it's got this nice thick pile that literally, like little fingers, is gonna grab even the snow, the ice, the dog stuff that kind of slips in. The bottom of your shoes will never ever be dirty when you're coming into your house again. And so I just think that that's wonderful. Like we said, it's a novel idea. This can hold up to 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
And you can see, as I'm just kind of shaking it in here, you can't even see it because it's going right down in there. It's going deep in there so that you can use it again and again without having to worry about whether or not your feet are getting clean. And you know, I'm gonna continue to do this throughout the presentation. You still won't even see it because of those nice little fingers. AstroTurf is very heavy duty. It will last you for years and years. And even if you get like mud in it, it's got a nice rubber backing on it, so you can rinse this off. You're never gonna have to toss it away because it's, you know, gonna get that mold and mildew on it, just the way those cocoa mats do. And again, check out, I mean, I just put an entire scoop full. Let me try that over here with these. You know, I think we've all seen these before. You actually might have them out in front of your front door right now. You know, this is like the cocoa one, and when it gets wet, oh my gosh, it just smells and looks terrible. And look, with a tiny bit on top, you can now see it. So if you're gonna take your shoe and try to clean the bottom of it, you're only gonna make your shoe dirtier. Same thing with this. This is kind of like that quote unquote industrial. One pass of this, and it's filthy, and you can't get it wet. So these mats have to stay dry or they get smelly and dirty and mold and mildew. Here's another one, same concept, right, where it's that cocoa. And you know, it looks great when you use it, but the second, I'm sorry, it looks great when you buy it, but the second time you use this mat, it will never be clean again. So it just sits right up on top. But with our 2-pack, by the way, I can continue to do this and it will just eat it right up. We have a great animation that really shows the way that this mat can just bring in all of that.
There it is.
Yeah, do you see it? They're like little fingers, and they can take it and pull that dirt all the way down to the bottom so that the top stays clean, so that it continues to do its job, which is really what we want. We want the mat to be that line of defense and bringing and preventing you from bringing in anything into your house.
And what you did, Carrie, earlier when you picked it up and you kind of just shook it out, is that what we do if we just kind of want to clean it?
Absolutely. Yep, that's exactly what you do. And now here's a perfect comparison of the way our mat will work.
We keep putting our feet.
Yeah, we're wiping more dirt on our feet, whereas our clean mat here, it is literally going to be pulling it right off of your feet. I use mine barefoot. On a side note, it feels so good.
I was like, I don't know if Carrie wants me to tell anybody her secret that she likes it on her bare feet.
I'm a gardener, so I wander around my yard constantly, and I'm usually doing it barefoot. It feels so good on your feet when you just scrape it. It's like a little foot massage, but it's doing its job. I'm not bringing that unwanted stuff into my house. Now check this out. I mean, I can do this again and again. Look how much I have in here. And then I can go back to my boot and I just keep pouring this in. 5 pounds. And then I have my boot. You can see here, it's got sand all over it. I can still clean my foot completely clean, right? But look at how much was in here. That is unbelievable. That just blows my mind. You have no idea how much you are tracking into your house because your mat is only meant to look pretty, but it doesn't even look pretty after a while. It ends up looking junky and gross and old. And so not only does it not look pretty anymore, but it's not doing its job. And that's what's so special about these. We have the Flint ones. These are the ones that I have at my house.
That's what you have?
I love them.
Okay.
Yep, they're wonderful.
Carrie, since you have two, do you do one in the front, one in the back, or one at the garage? Like, how do you do
One in the front door.
Okay.
For those that are coming, but I always go in through my garage. So the door that I have going from my garage into basically my kitchen area is where I have them.
And I think that's why this is great as a 2-pack, because we usually do have like 2 high traffic areas.
Yes.
One where I always say like where guests come in, and then one where we really use as our in and out every day. Now you have a 2-pack, you can do both. $32.50 for that. If you think about this, Carrie, when I said it was a customer pick, last time I checked, 157 perfect 5-star reviews on this. Who goes and talks about a doormat and says, I can't wait to give this a 5-star review, it's a doormat.
Such a good point.
This is what makes people go and do. And a lot of the reviews talk about where they put it.
Yeah.
And this is another way just to clean it. That we're looking at right now, Carrie?
That is rinsable. Look at the mud that's coming out of there. So, and again, this not only is gonna last you years because of the fact that it's that really heavy duty AstroTurf, but it's also because you can rinse it clean. It will grab the snow and the ice, and it's such a big size. I will tell you that, you know, comparatively speaking, if I take this one and compare it, to these, this is a big one. And if you have one of those double doors at your front door, you can put them next to each other.
Next to each other,
Absolutely, absolutely. So that way, like I said, you get that nice line of defense. Now you saw I was pouring sand into this.
And we're 5 pounds,
see it.
remember. That's what it can hold. Look at all that.
I love it. I love it. And again, like you said, who gets so geeked about a mat? I am geeked about a mat. I am. I'm sorry.
They go back to hsn.com and they can't wait to give it a 5-star review. I want to remind you guys, each mat is 36 by 20. You get 2 of them and you just pick your color. Whatever color you pick, you'll get both in that color. So you have it in the evergreen up at the top, evergreen here. Then in the middle, you have it in the jute. So that's kind of like that brownish color. And then flint is the darker. So you get to pick whatever kind of is your decor of your home. Break this into 2 flex payments of $17 a month if you want to do that as well. But you get 2 for $32.50. I'm telling you, every time we do this presentation, everyone is can't wait to get their hands on it.
No doubt, yes.
Yes, so item number 578398. But before we wrap up the hour, we had so much. I kind of want to go back and give you